here in Columbus, Georgia, right here on the Chattahoochee River at Synovus Park for GIAA State Championship Baseball. It's day 2. The FPD Vikings looking to redeem themselves after losing a heartbreaker in 9 innings, going to 1:15 in the morning against those Brookstone Cougars in a rematch of last year's state championship, losing 9-3 in Game 1, trying to redeem themselves and force a Game 3. Inside Synovus Park we go for the second matchup between the Vikings and the Cougars. FPD has plenty of hitting power in this one, but the story of these two games has been Vikings runners stranded on base almost every single frame. There was a bunch in Game 1, and it started the same way for the Vikings in this one. Hit after hit after hit. The Vikings get on base, but FPD can't capitalize. First in the top first, 2 runners left stranded. Then in the top second, base is loaded with 3 runners left stranded. Then in the top third, 2 more runners left on for FPD. They're getting the ball into play, but they cannot capitalize on it. 7 runners left on base in the first 3 frames, and it got worse from there. Once in left field and once in right field, FPD making mistakes, but the hitting came from the Cougars getting on the board first with an RBI double, then with a runner on for the Cougars. They get this blast out to deep right center field. Man, that's an inside the park home run and a 2-run play for Brookstone to make it 3-0 after 3, and the crowd is fired up. However, with all these hits, the Vikings are bound to score some runs, and they do just that. In the top 5th, FPD gets a couple runners in scoring position, and they finally capitalize with a 2-run line drive RBI single for Harrison Kennan right up the middle. Wyatt Waters and Tinley Lewis come on home to score, and we have a game, folks. FPD down just 1, cutting the deficit to a 3-2 game. But this hit looks promising right after that. However, it's just a fly out, leaving 2 more runners stranded, and that would end up costing them dearly as the Vikings fall 3-2 to end their season as GIAA 4A state runner-ups. And after the loss, I spoke with head coach Greg Moore about the emotions in another heartbreaking loss to Brookstone this year.
Well, I'm obviously disappointed, but I'm very proud of our boys. A lot of fight in that dugout, and against some pretty stacked odds, to be honest with you. But we've been talking about all year about being a family, and families understand the good and the not so good, and they also understand when you're doing things right. Those boys are doing things right. And there's a lot of honor in that. I'm very proud of them.
Well, that's a wrap on day 2 of the GIAA State Baseball Championships here at Synovus Park. I'm Justin Dirks for 41 NBC Sports.